They took the DNA out of the Petri dish and then looked at the Petri dish again to see if there was any energy, and there was. And that energy actually remained in that Petri dish without anything in there. You know, they just had the DNA in there and then they took it out, but the energy remained for about a month and a half, and they couldn't figure out, well, what's going on here? Why is this energy being created even though nothing's in that Petri dish? And they thought, well, maybe it was residual energy from the DNA. And then they thought, well, maybe the DNA created wormholes that brought quantum energy from other dimensions or other universes in. And you know, you know how scientists are, they just go wacko and they're trying to figure everything out. But the truth of the matter was, the telomeres of the DNA communicate with other dimensions and may create wormholes, black holes, whatever you want to call it, and bring other energies in from other places, other dimensions, other worlds. You know, we don't know. We're in this dimension, and so we're kind of, you know, unless we use our intuition or we have a heavenly being appear to us, we don't know exactly what's being caused. But what Saint Germain said is these telomeres connect us to our other dimensional beings. In other words, we've been told we're multi-dimensional beings. Well, we are. And what connects us is our DNA. And with only the 2 strands, we're not as connected as when we get 24 strands, as you can imagine. And so our communication with the spiritual energy is increased by increasing our DNA. So, I hope I've covered everything that I should. So you're supposed to do it 144 times. The book is out. It's called The Next Step in Human Evolution. You can buy it at Amazon.com for $7.99. I don't know if you have shipping unless you're a Prime member, but you can also call us. We're selling it for a little bit more because I had to, you know, print them and I had to do the shipping, and so it cost me more. So we're going to sell them for $10 a piece plus shipping. So the shipping is around $2.50. So if you want to get a hard copy, excuse me, it'll be a soft cover copy. It does vibrate at 910 according to David Hawkins' scale in the map of consciousness. So it's good to even have in your library because it vibrates high. It brings that energy of the divine in. Now, one of the other things I need to discuss is some of us need extra Archangel energy in order to help make our 24 strands of DNA. And so a lot of people who are Pleiadian descent, their souls came from Pleiadia, they need Jophiel, Archangel Jophiel and Archangel Uriel. I found that Arcturians need Saint Michael and Megatron and Ariel, Archangel Ariel, and sometimes you need others. Most of us are from the Pleiades, and but there are other beings here on the planet, so you look at all the cards, and the ones you're attracted to are the ones you should use. Now what I do is I stack the cards because it creates more energy, and so I put them on top of each other, and I put the most important one on the top. So I always put my feet on Archangel Zapkiel because that is the angel that I was attracted to, and I'm still attracted to Archangel Zapkiel. Now when Saint Germain came to me, he came and talked to me for 2 hours, and then Zapkiel came in and talked to me and reiterated what Saint Germain was talking about, and also talked about the importance of using these Archangel cards or the Archangel energy. Now you can also, if you don't have the cards, just call the Archangels in to assist you in the creation of your 24 strands of DNA. So the other important aspect, after Zapkiel came in and talked to me, Melchizedek came and talked to me. And Melchizedek is mentioned in the Bible. He was an old prophet, and he actually was one of the truest high priests of God on the planet, so he was given special powers. Now, I was told to also use Melchizedek in the manifestation. Now, in the book, we don't talk much about that because Melchizedek will come anyway, even if you don't ask him to come. He is a part of this creation of the 24 strands of DNA within your body. So just know you don't have to call upon him, but he is there, he is guiding, he is over the star children, and he helps them to do their job. So he's a very vital part of this. Now, another thing I'm going to mention is the creation of children, babies. You know, it's a part of our creative energy. And so once you get the 144 strands, excuse me, once you've done the 144 times of manifesting and invoking the 24-stranded DNA, you can repair your organs and glands and tissues. Now, that includes the ovaries and the testicles. And Saint Germain talked about how we can actually perfect the gametes. Now, the gametes are the sperm and the ovum, or the eggs and the sperm. And how you do that is once you have perfected all the DNA within your body, then you, if you desire to have 24-stranded children. Now remember, these are children that have all their DNA, so they'll be a little different than the ones that are coming in currently. You know, we've had the crystal children, and you know, all the different varieties of millennial children and different things who have come in, but they still, some of them actually have more DNA. And I've met people who had 12 strands, but so it is happening. However, in order to create 24-stranded children, you when you make the gametes, you have to unbraid the rope DNA, then unwind all 12 double helix into the 24 strands, and then you create 12-stranded DNA in each gamete, the sperm or the egg, because when they come together they reform into 24 strands, and then they will automatically go into the double helixes, the 12 double helix, and then go into the braiding, because these children that will be created will be perfect and protected, which is marvelous. So a man and a woman with the 24 strands has to come together, because if you get a woman who's only got the 2 strands, she's only got 1 strand in her eggs. And if you get together with a man who only has the 2 strands, he only has 1 strand in his sperm. And so what happens is they go to come together, and only one can go with one, and the others are discarded and do not form with anything, and so they're lost. And that's actually how we de-evolved, is we got with, you know, Neanderthals or whatever that only had 2 strands. Their sperm or eggs only had 1 strand, and so when we had sex with them, we did not create 24 strands. There was only 1 strand to apply to the other, and we only had 2 strands. So this is information that's kind of interesting. So I was on the internet the other day, and I actually saw an article that they were talking about the scientists who had found a plant that had 4 strands of DNA. And they were really quite surprised, because everything on the planet only has 2 strands, and yet they're finding that we are evolving. The plants are trying to evolve, the humans are evolving, and so this is a process that we absolutely should do. And so if you have any questions, I would read the book first, because a lot of the answers are in there. Some of the information is not in there because I was told not to put it in the book, such as the gametes and the 12 strands coming together to form the 24 strands. So anyway, if you have questions, read the book first, If you have further questions, shoot me an email at scott.healthlongevity.inc@gmail.com. So it's scott.healthlongevity@gmail.com. So thank you for listening. Again, I apologize that I'm not there, but I feel this information will benefit you. And Dayun, thank you for everything. Thank you for creating such wonderful vegetarian products and the form codes that help us regenerate our glands and everything. You know, it's interesting. A lot of people have asked me, you know, once we do this, are we done? I mean, is our bodies just going to get healthy? Well, I'm standing here saying, yes, I've been getting healthier every day that I've had my 24 strands. In fact, I started sweating when I got done. I hadn't sweat in probably 5 years. And literally, I know I'm pushing toxins out of my body through my sweating now. And it's a good sweat. And wasn't doing that before. I've got clients that still need toxins removed from their bodies. Our organs do function better, so we're better able to get the toxins out. But we are living in the most toxic time on the planet Earth. And so there are things we should do to continue detoxing. We should eat clean. I just experimented, but I went back to eating clean because I know that's what I'm supposed to do, and I'm supposed to support those who are making cleaner products, organic products, and support them because they're the ones who are making the changes, and it makes it easier for our bodies to heal. And as we tox up our bodies, we get all these strange diseases that are coming out every day. And so I apologize I'm not there again, but I am there with you in spirit, and God bless each and every one of you for what you're doing. And please listen to what Saint Germain has brought to us. If you don't believe it, it's okay, do it anyway, because it will bring you into an energy where it does create even more faith. It was quite interesting. Saint Germain even came to me 2 months ago and gave me a lecture on faith and the power of opening up dark energy with faith, and it becomes light energy. And the dark energy is everywhere around us, and we can create even better by having faith through opening up the energies. And so it was a fabulous, you know, I'm just giving you a little tidbit of it. But anyway, thank you so much. And again, Dayun, Brent, and all of the people working at Inno-Vita, thank you for creating such great products. We need them, and they work fantastically. Thank you.